Okay, today we're going to talk about form in Illustrator. According to Blackboard, we're going to make three shapes. One's an ellipse. All right, give it a color. Make it a little bit visible. We're going to make a organic or a geometric shape. Sounds good. Give it a color. All right, I need to have that fit on here. And then we're also going to make a free form shape with the pencil tool. It's in with the shaper drawer, I would call it. Alright, and we have, I'm going to see how it's kind of open there. I'm going to kind of refine that by going over it a couple times so that it's a nice closed path shape. There we go. Feel good about that. And now we have the three shapes we're going to work with. Alright, I'm going to make copies of them just in case. The thing you're going to recognize is with the mesh tool, as soon as you turn it into a meshed object, you cannot really work with that object again. You can't put a stroke on it. You have to, or you can, but through a different method. It just kind of changes the appearance of it. Alright, so I'm going to go to the mesh tool, which is here. U is the quick key, and I'm going to put a mesh up here. Now what do you notice goes away? The stroke. And the color that's in the fill is automatically applied. It's the point here that is actually holding the fill. If I was to select other points around here, you'd see that that fill is red. That's red. This fill I was going to make white to show that it's a highlight. Alright, now you can see if I put it like in an upper corner, you can see the light coming at it, and it really does a good job. The gradient is actually the distance between the two handles of that curved line. Alright, on a more complex shape it does something else. I'm also going to add a shadow. I'm going to use black, but as you can see the black kind of turns into not only black but kind of has this blue kind of weird gradient going on because it's just black. That's the only color. So I like to go to black, 100% yellow, 100% magenta, 100% cyan. Now I often use this color, so I'll make sure that I have a copy of it. I'll drag from the fill into my swatches, and now I know that I have a swatch in here that is 100% in all those different colors, and it's nice and dark and rich. Okay, so that's a very good job making this look form like it has form. Form is the three-dimensional appearance of a two-dimensional surface. This is two-dimensional, it's on a screen, and now it looks three-dimensional because we've added highlights and shadow. What we're going to do last is add a segment onto here, a line segment, give it a stroke, and then change its brush, or excuse me, change its brush definition. Go to the brush libraries, arrows standard, and it should be the first one there, arrow 0.107. Good to go. That shows me where your intent to put the highlight is. Alright, so I know that that's there. It's in my brushes. Now let's see what happens when we do it on an organic shape. Alright, U. That's going to be my highlight. Again, you can see how it kind of follows the flow of that shape and tries to kind of figure out how that would work. You can add another one down in here. See, maybe I make that darker, and it kind of looks like it's going up and over. You can corral the meshes, as in putting some meshes in front of and below. Alright, and then it looks like it's got a higher air elevation. Maybe you change this by moving this around. Alright, it does different things to this. I like putting it sometimes even on the edge itself and then adding black to that. Alright, so really play around, work with different colors, maybe to add some variety and fun to your piece, and notice how they kind of alter the way it looks. Alright, the highlight here would probably be in these two places. Alright, so I'll take a arrow, light is coming from this direction, and maybe also there's another light coming from that other direction here. Holding Alt, and I'm going to turn this so that it shows right there. Alright, now the thing with geometric shapes is it doesn't work as well. So I'm going to go to U, add a mesh, and you can see it kind of does a pretty good job. It's a complex shape, and It kind of goes all over. It's much better on organic shapes. I'll see if I can make even a darker area. It kind of works, not too bad, but it's hard to control. Alright, so I can select certain points with the selection tool too and move them around if I wanted to. But that's what it looks like on an organic shape. I prefer on a geometric shape. On a geometric shape, I prefer to use a blend when I'm doing something, trying to show three-dimensionality. So I'll take the blend, which is over here. That looks more three-dimensional to me, and I can control this a little bit better. Alright, so that's why I don't usually on geometric shapes use the mesh tool. Alright, element of form shows volume, three-dimensionality by creating highlights and value in shadow to make it two-dimensional objects look three-dimensional.